Welcome back to T-Rated. I am, of course, Andy Jaide, here with a special guest to talk a little bit about life, growth, and TS. Do you want to introduce yourself besides just waving?
Hey folks, how you doing? This your boy Pat, the one and only Pat Stacks of life, the world.
Of Brooklyn.
I'm more than Brooklyn. I would say the world.
The world.
I've been around the world a couple times. But now I'm in Atlanta.
So tell the people what you do.
So I'm a personal trainer. Just stepped into the field of bodybuilding, so I'm a men's physique athlete. So I wear board shorts and smile all day. Not whole shirts.
Podcast.
It's called branding. My body is my card. So people see my body, say, hey, I would love to work out with you. Hey, what do you do? What do you do? So being in shape, but shout out to also the fat trainers, you know. You're still cool too. Still great. Very knowledgeable. Do your thing.
Yeah, the fat trainers.
Yeah. Like in the beginning, I used to see fat trainers. Like, yeah, I'm fat. But then after that, I just spoke to them. Where, oh, you not knowledgeable. Like you probably had an injury. They like, fuck this shit. I don't want to work out no more. Still great ethic. Still get great programs. Still help people. But that was just never my shit.
You didn't want to be the fat trainer?
Nah, never. Never want to be the fat trainer. Two things I never wanted to be. My mentor told me never be the fat trainer, never be the stinky trainer. So I was like, all right, cool. Always. They be like, yo, you booming up here. You might rather smell good than stink, bro.
So you do always smell good.
Exactly, because when you pass by you or somebody in the gym, smell good, I might want to work out. People want to work out you for the dumbest reasons, besides fit. They don't want to work out with you because you have high energy. They want to work out with you just to be next to you. They want to work out with you because you got fly sneakers. They want to work out with you because girls are always around you in the gym. But the bottom, I want to be healthy. Be the last part. Fuck it.
Well, that was like, well, I mean, everybody knows, well, not everybody, but I mean, most people who follow me know that you're my trainer. And so, like, I wanted to be healthy and have a certain aesthetic look. But that wasn't like the reason I chose you as a trainer, though.
Yeah, that's what most people do. People never go for like healthy.
But I'm saying that was my goal. But I didn't choose you. That's what I'm saying. Like my goal was to like be healthy, like because otherwise, why the fuck am I? Or like be healthy and have a certain look to myself. But like, why else am I gonna like choose a trainer? Like I would not be paying you just. To be around you.
That's what I'm saying. Like the reason is health, but just the
bottom line reason.
The bottom line reason is health, but everything else to make that decision has to be other things.
Did I ever tell you the reason why though that I reached out to you?
That I feel. I don't think you told me, but I think I felt I don't come off creepy. As most trainers do, come off creepy and like an inch away from like sex.
So
addict.
I have, and this will answer the question that I said we were going to answer today, because everybody on the internet always thinks there's something more to us than you just being my trainer.
Okay.
Shut up! You can't say that. Me and this man have never done, because I tag you and stuff on Twitter and I tag you and stuff on Instagram, and it's not even just guys who ask it, it's like other trans girls who have asked me. That was a joke. He's just playing.
Dick and squat.
The reason I wanted, God.
Imagine people believe shit that they see on porn too. Like,
but I mean,
to
be fair though, a lot of trainers though are saying like what you said, they're fucking creepy. Yeah. But that was the reason that I reached out to you, because I know a lot of people who are trainers. But that was the reason, was because like he had never said anything. I don't even think me and you had talked like a whole ton outside of just like randomly responding to each other's stories, but not like in a sexual way at all. Yeah. And so I wanted a trainer who was actually gonna like train me and not be trying to fuck me the whole time they was training me. Yeah. Or not be like the end goal.
Yeah. Like,
so for every bit of creepy that he actually is, even with the catfish. Because this man definitely a fucking creep, but at least he didn't put his creep on Front Street.
I'm not a creep. I pride myself in being so professional and staying focused on like the goal at hand. Like in the beginning when I first got in the game, I was like, yo, as every trend, I'm like, fuck, man, bitches, this shit about to be lit. I get to work out and touch people. This shit's top of the notch. Then my mentor, like, pump your brakes. Great, yes. This is the best job you could ever have in the world. Like, you get to work out, unlimited, you get fit, you're gonna be around mad women, you're gonna be around, you the alpha dog when any room you walk in. But he was like, but you gotta think about longevity, making money and stuff like that. Then he was like,
if you fucking all your clients.
Yeah, so if you have to understand the gym turnaround. Gym, it's a family type feel, it's everybody's together. So if you fuck one person, that same person is gonna talk to that one other girl, to the other person, and the vibe is just gonna spread like wildfire. And you never want that. You can be like fucking, well, this gym size is 100 chicks per day, month, or whatever the case may be. But they still end up going to talk, and there's going to be a bad environment. So you go from, hey, I'm making X amount of dollars with her, to now I'm banging her, to I lost that X amount of dollars.
Yeah,
so you lose across the board. So now you don't have the money coming in, and she throwing salt on your game with everybody else. So it's a lose-lose across the board. And my mentor was like, you never want that. You want to live in the realm of always being able to be someone that they can pass on. You always want to be that person and be like, well, I got this person I could suggest to you. I got this, and it trickles on and on. Because once you that, now you can build your business better. But being like, yo,
the client that fucks everybody?
Yeah, the guy that fucks everybody is like, this shit's kind of rough. Rather, I flipped it on his head of like, I'll be the person who doesn't fuck everybody, but give you temptation enough to be like, I just might, but knowing damn well you ain't, so it just helps out that way. That's my little tip. Check it out.
So you're saying you still sell it with sex appeal?
Yeah, because that's the name of the game, sex appeal. That's why I wear tight shirts. That's why I make sure muscles.
So see, it is hoe clothes.
Huh?
It is hoe clothes.
Not hoe clothes. It's a part of the game. Like, make sure nice sneakers, make sure groomed, make sure I get my manicure, like certain things to be like, all right, cool. Sell that idea that, oh, maybe one day he'll drop his dick in front of me. You know? But it doesn't happen.
I know she's selling a fantasy.
So that is it.
You an OnlyFans girl?
Yeah, I had aspirations to be an OnlyFans girl because y'all be making all the money, you know? Tap in, nice secret market. But yeah, the personal training thing, like, I think it's because the idea of like, every trainer fucks their clients and porn shows you, oh, hey, I went to the gym, oh, my leggings ripped, and boom. Like, so automatically off rip, that's the first thing you think. You never think like, oh, it's just workouts. So, but I do just workouts. But I will consider selling dick one day, so keep your fingers crossed.
Not you do just workouts. Just workouts. That's it. That's all you get.
I'm gonna sell dick one day, not yet.
What kind of workouts do I do? The people want to know.
Any workout that you hopefully can make it through. That's the workouts you do. You work out to get through, and hopefully you survive. But with the program that we've been rocking is heavy weights, and I like the endurance aspect. I think you hate the endurance aspect, but I want you to be able to have endurance to.
Because I was used to the heavy weight aspect. Because I come from
just straight lifting. Yeah. So I always try to add like the endurance aspect because I used to be a heavyweight person too, but it was cool. Like, yo, I'm lifting 300, 400, 500 pounds, but when I need to go up steps, it's like, oh shit. This shit's hard. Or to be like, hey, let's run down the block. I'm like, I can walk down the block.
Yeah.
But it's like, I can't run. I can't, like, jump for hours, jump rope, do all the cool stuff. Like, running a full game of basketball is like, oh, shit, yo, just throw us down court. No. But I can lift everything in this place. It just didn't make sense. So I wanted to combine a routine where I could feel like I could do a little bit of both. Still be able to lift shit, and still be able to be having that endurance, run, jump, and do anything.
So it can like translate to your everyday life.
Yeah, so I found the even balance of how to combine both together, and I've been very successful since.
Is that why you have me do pull squats? So I can put that into my everyday life?
Squats, dumbbell jacks, stuff that get the heart rate real high. Because at the end of the day, when you have that cardiovascular, keeps you from having a heart attack. So, and you live a longer life.
I hate it.
So, that's one of the coolest aspects. Because people most think like, okay, I'm going to just do a little cardio, treadmill.
Not your favorite client ever?
Ever in life or currently? You gotta pick the categories.
Currently.
Currently?
Can I at least win okay.
Yes.
Like, can I at least win currently?
Currently you are one of my favorite clients. Currently.
I said your favorite, not one of your.
Currently. There's a lot
Just
of
say
this.
yes.
Yes, you are. You
okay.
Are.
That's all you gotta do.
Because this
Just
is.
tell me what I want to hear.
Other people could see this and they'd be like, what? I thought I was your favorite. And, well, I'm not your favorite.
Well, no, you're not.
I do not want to hurt people's feelings.
Yes, you do. You love hurting people's feelings.
When I'm working out, that's when I can hurt your feelings. Because hurting your feelings will bring something out of you. Oh, he thinks I'm a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, he doesn't care about my excuses.
Yes. Excuses are useless. Like, I can wipe my ass with those. Like, what's the sense of making an excuse? You just tell me something, doesn't tell me, but actually I know what your body can do.
So how do people get over their excuses and decide to actually stick to their New Year's resolutions?
First, to get rid of your excuses, you just have to really go for it. Because the excuse is always going to be there. Excuse you always can make it. It's like ice. You can always make ice at any fucking point in time. So you just gotta go for it. Even in the midst of working out, halfway working out, you could be 6 months, a year, 2 years in working out. You still can make an excuse at any point in time. So you just have to be able to find something, that drive. You need an accountability buddy. If you need a trainer, get a trainer. But the initial
I'll need a trainer.
Yeah, everybody needs a trainer. Like, even I had a trainer at a point, because there's certain things you just can't overcome, and you need somebody there to really help you overcome it.
It does make you, because like I said, I come from, I had already worked out previously. So, in reality, I could talk myself into, working out, doing the same exercises, and I could have gotten in better shape, but I wanted to get in better shape quicker, and I'd hate to have to tell you this. I wanted somebody to yell at me and make me actually do shit, because otherwise I wouldn't have done it to the extreme in which you make me do it.
Yes, so that's the difference between working out and training.
Yeah.
So anybody can work out, because workout means being active, moving up and down. Great. Training is focusing on a body part, movement, time over tension, breathing, muscle fibers, things of that nature.
And having somebody yell at you and making you do it.
And that too. But concise focusing on development. That's training. Working out, up and down, move arms, cool, great. Versus okay, I need a 2-second hold here. I need you to breathe, relax. Okay, fix your arm. Your arm's kind of shaky. Fix your hands, fix your neck, lie your chin down. Certain things to get the best results. That's what training is. So working out, homegirls do that shit all the time. Y'all can work out together, go have mimosas later, great. But actually training is very, very precise and on point. And this is where a trainer comes in play. Trainer, coach, whatever it is. Somebody that can keep eyes on you because you don't have eyes on yourself.
And tell you to breathe.
Yes, breathing. Breathing is very, very important. That's the most, essential thing I can never tell anybody to breathe. Because I don't know why human beings just stop breathing anytime you get them more than like 3 fucking directions. But it's like, it's just the most wildest thing. Breathe. Because you'll pass out, one, and weird things happen. Your body's not relaxed enough to go through the workout. I had this one client, to this day, it's always the funniest story ever. So, working out, we were going through the whole motions, and I had her doing like a high intensity workout that she stopped breathing in the middle of the workout. So, she ended up getting an air bubble. Like, but air bubbles, 9 times out of 10, it could pop up anywhere. It could pop up like in between your shoulder. It could pop up in between a rib cage. It could pop up like your neck. This young lady ended up getting an air bubble like right between her vagina area, which was so like super weird. Like, so normally you get an air bubble, you just tap, shake it out, move it around. So now envision someone who has an air bubble close to their vagina. So I her leg up and she's just like, oh, I can't really get it. Then the next best thing is like get a massage gun. Now you know massage guns have cousins that are sold on Adam and Eve. So now it's like, okay. I'm like, as a personal trainer, you're supposed to like try to get it out for them. I'm like, nah, I can't use that gun there.
Because you're not the creepy personal trainer.
Yeah, so I'm not creepy, so I'm not gonna be like, well, I got this long extendo bullet gun, like I'm about to go to work, baby. I'm like, here, take this shit, do your thing. Like, nigga, do what it do. And it's like, it's right here. She's like, come look. I'm like, I don't really want to look. Like, just keep tapping. And then she's tapping, gun, and just like real, like, sexual shit that everybody would love, but I'm like, nah, do your thing. So breathing is very key. So you have weird ass moments like that.
Speaking of me knowing that you are a creep, though, it's because we have a lot of conversations.
I'm not a creep
during our workouts.
I wouldn't say creep. I am a child of the world, like I said. And being a child of the world, you come through a lot of experiences, and your viewpoints of the world is very different. And I see the world very different. Like I always tell you, I don't judge. I'm non-judgmental. And the fact that I don't judge, I really don't judge. So it's like, it seems like I'm playing devil's advocate
like
half the time. Like, it seems like I'm playing devil's advocate because I can see the good in any situation, even if the world says it's a bad situation. I'd be like, you sure? Like, how bad is it? So that comes off creepy.
Well, I mean, I guess that's not creepy. That's not even what I meant as creepy.
What you meant as creepy? Like dating shit?
Yeah.
Dating shit is not creepy either. It's real. All the dating stuff I ever tell you has been real stuff, and it makes sense. Like, it's 100%.
It makes sense to him.
It's like, okay, number one thing, being honest to people. People, oh, honest, don't lie. I'm always honest. And that turns out wrong. And that doesn't make sense. Then your advice is always, you have to see how the honesty, or most people say, read the room. If I'm reading the room, why? That's not being honest.
He does the same thing I feel like a lot of men do, which is, because you take honesty to the extreme of you have the expectation that everybody else is being as honest with you as what you are with them, and that's not the case. Because I feel like what a lot of women do in dating and relationships is they have a preconceived notion of themselves going into situations that they think they're ready for, but they're not ready for. For example, a lot of women, and this is what I get, me and you had a whole conversation about this one time. A lot of women will say, no, I'm not looking for a boyfriend. Yes, we can just fuck. But then they start having sex, and then they start acting like and doing girlfriend stuff, thinking it's going to move toward that direction. But guys, their part that they have to play into it is the fact that y'all will let them keep doing girlfriend stuff for you, knowing that this bitch is clearly doing girlfriend stuff, and she's not just randomly doing it out of the kindness of her heart. She's doing it with a purpose. But you feel like because you tell her going into it that we're not getting in a relationship, this ain't that she should be in charge of like, which I mean she should, but you feel like she should be in charge of guarding her own heart in that scenario. And so you just kind of wash your hands of the blame of it, but then dudes will sit there and you don't let this bitch do girlfriend shit for 2 months, and then now you want to cut her off because she's going crazy on you for not wanting to be in a relationship.
Understandable. As you were saying this,
but then the tricky part though is then dudes sit there and then complain about the girl going crazy on them, but you allowed her to do all that stuff that ended up making, like, you still allowed all the stuff to happen. Even if it's the girl's fault for, like, not being like, hey, I don't need to do this because this ain't that, you still let her do it. And dudes aren't dumb. Y'all understand what these girls are doing, but y'all still let them do it. And then y'all be like, I can't believe,
I'm just letting her go right now.
Tell me something. Okay, come on, rebuttal.
Okay. So, out of everything you said, I still have the same stance.
I know your stance.
But now you just made my stance even stronger because you just made me realize something.
Okay.
So, the fact that anyone would feel any type of way about that just makes my mind even boggle even more. So technically, what
the biggest point is the fact that dudes will still sit there and like bitch about a girl going crazy on them.
Yeah, because you shouldn't go crazy. If we came into the situation, we spoke about these are the guidelines, this is what are the expectations, this is what should you expect at the end of this, right? As you go along through the process and everything your day to day, you should not now think what we said in the beginning should change.
But it does.
How it does?
I'm saying in other scenarios.
Other scenarios? You know what scenario it's like this? And a lot of women have been through the scenario like this, and they never did that same temper tantrum. Or they probably did.
Yeah.
An internship.
Oh, you're talking about they've been promised to
when you get an internship, where do you go? They tell you exactly what it's supposed to be from the beginning. They don't promise you a job.
Yeah.
But you're still doing job's day to day, every day, with no expectation of getting that job. Case in point. If you don't want a relationship, you know you're not getting a relationship from the very beginning. So, you're still going to do girlfriend duties as you go along, knowing at the end of the road, there's no relationship girlfriend there for you. It was discussed, it was agreed, but you still somehow now like, oh my God, I didn't get the job. You never do that at your internship. A woman will never do that. Like, it's great. I got credit. Amazing. Looks great on my resume. I look great on your resume. That's it. Keep it going.
My point is if they were doing it wanting to get the job at the end, and the company knew 2 weeks in that they was never going to keep them, they would rather be let go at that 2 weeks in than they would 12 weeks in.
Well,
that is my point.
Well, over here at GM, we let you know.
That is my point.
Well, over here at GM, we let you know.
If you know you're not gonna, like, you're never gonna give that girl a relationship, and you start seeing her do relationship type shit.
So we let you know from the beginning.
No, but you could easily
we appreciate all hard work and all services rendered.
Tell the people how old you are.
Oh, I am 34 years old.
Okay, so you are old enough and have seen this behavior in women enough times to know
that it needs to be mended and corrected. That it needs to be mended and corrected.
So you sit there and tell them when a girl starts doing girlfriend behavior shit, you sit there and say, this ain't that, baby. For the record, if you want to do it, but this ain't that.
That's too harsh.
No.
That's a little too harsh.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
No, that's...
No,
You was just talking about level setting expectations for stuff.
Yeah, but it's too
That's
hard.
level setting.
Sometimes you like they say you have to know the crowd you're dealing with, right? So I would never say nothing like that. You would have to come off a lot subtler than that. You have to be like,
you can make it like you can put softeners in there.
Exactly. You put softeners in there. You put you put little situations of circumstances where it's like, okay, going on a date or something like that. Like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, I went over last night. Oh, yeah, he could go on dates. I get it. Cool.
Yeah.
And now it's up to you to be like, am I still going to fool myself some more or am I not? But 9 times out of 10.
Bitches love fooling themselves.
Because in their mind, they be like, fuck that.
Yeah, but you said so you already know they fooling
I'm out
themselves.
work. Listen.
If you say ta-da, you already know they're fooling themselves.
But it's
So
my
you're
fault that
letting
it's,
them.
I can't
You
control.
still letting them.
Self-control.
Self-control?
Keyword is self.
Okay.
It's not we control.
So if you see
It's
a
not
pattern,
we control.
it's
not we control.
If you see
It's
a pattern,
self-control. Self-control is how you control yourself.
If you see a pattern of a woman doing that, and you done seen this girl over here do it, this girl over here do it, this girl over here do it, and now this girl over here doing it, because you've like when we've had this conversation before, you complained about girls going crazy for it.
Yeah.
And so my point is, if you see girl 1 did that, girl 2 did that, girl 3 did that, and then you over here still complain about girl 4, then at some point you have to decide.
It's a DNA thing. It's a DNA. It's a DNA
At
thing.
some point you have to decide
It's a DNA
that you don't care that they go off on you.
It's a DNA thing.
At some point you have to
It's a
decide you do
DNA
not
thing.
care that they go off on you.
It's a DNA thing. Like, it's a DNA thing. Like,
Because you know that girl number 6 is gonna go off the same way girl number 1 did, and you still gonna let them do whatever they want to. So you're still signing up the same way they signing up for the letdown. You signing up for them to lose their shit.
so with avocado, everybody loves avocado, right? But everybody always majority of people have that same weird feeling. Like after a while, when they have too much avocado, they get that little nauseous feeling. And then after that, next week, right back fucking with it again. That's the same shit with them. Like, you love that shit, but, I'm about to throw up.
Yeah.
And then after that, give me some more. Same shit. That's the process of it. Like, you can say, okay, yeah, I seen girl 1 do, I see girl 1 do, I'm supposed to change that. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, a little bad.
So eventually you don't learn not to eat so much avocado?
You eat enough until that nauseous come back, and then you right back at it again.
That's what I'm saying. You don't eventually think, okay, so last time I ate 5 avocados to go with your crazy scenario you're building. You don't eventually think, okay, last time I ate 5 avocados and it made me sick. So this time I'm going to just eat 3, take a little minute, and then eat 3 more. Take a little minute, and then eat 3 more, as opposed to going in a scenario where 5 is going to make you want to throw up.
So that's sensible.
Yeah, so it'd be sensible to be like,
but as human
maybe
beings,
not go after.
as human beings and in the life we live, that's not how people work. That's not how we operate. We like the rush. We like that endorphin type feeling. Like, oh yeah, I might die, but it may be same shit. Like, you're gonna push the limits to the best of the possibility. It's like, how long before she switches up? Like, like I give her 3 months. 3 months. Like, that's why I love, most people hate first dates. I love first dates. First dates are the best. Because to me, I analyze the first date. I put all my bulletin points. Like, I ask the same questions, like, over and over again. And I'd be like, so you sure? Yeah, girls be like, yeah, I ain't stressed over no nigga. Da, 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 da. You sure? You sure? You ain't the type you never been. Man, they come and go. You sure? Positive. I'm like, watch, I'm at this bitch going nuts. All right, cool. Like, again, it's not purposely. Not purposely. No. It's not purposely.
You're purposely saying.
It's not. No.
I already know I'm about to fuck this bitch's head up a little bit.
It's not purposely. It's the fact of the matter is, when people is weird. When people first meet people, who they really are, that's not who they really give you. See,
Nobody
me being
does,
honest, I'm gonna give you who I am from Jump Street. So in my mind, when everybody said,
But you're not gonna run in on the first date and be like, "Hey, I might want to fuck you in the ass a little bit."
why not? Why not? She gotta know it's coming. She gotta know it's coming. Like, so it's like they put up this front. So when you put up the front, like, well, I'm cool with having something open. I'm cool with that. I'm like, you sure? Like, they'll say all this cool, great shit, and they be knowing damn well, like, I'm 50-50.
Well, what you looking
I
for?
might
Then?
not.
Maybe we can
da.
find it for you.
What I'm looking for?
T-rated. Yeah. What you
I'm looking for someone that is real, honest, loyal, and that can communicate. I'm a bad communicator, but I'm only bad off the strength of the other person. So, if that makes sense.
No. Explain.
So, since I'm so honest, as soon as I see a breakdown in communication and honesty, I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's play your game. So it's like,
Instead of saying something to the person.
yeah, because I overindulged to you, right? So now, since you're not communicating, I'm just gonna play your game because I only know how to over communicate and not communicate at all. I don't do the fine line like, well, I'll talk to her a little bit even though we have an issue. I told you we had an issue. Now you really don't want to talk about this issue? We can talk about nothing.
Okay.
So that translates to the day-to-day average person of not communicating. Oh, you don't say too much. You say you don't have no issues. Nah. 2 months ago, I told you everything. I told you, like, yo, you be wildin', you, like, moving to kind of hot in these streets, I was telling you. But you didn't want to hit it at the nose. I'm like, all right, cool, you hit it at the nose. Now, I'm not going to say nothing to you. And the fact that, one, we're not in a relationship. Case in point, I really don't got to say anything to you at all.
Do you want a relationship or you want like an open relationship?
I want a relationship, but I want a relationship that I can talk to the person. Most people be hiding stuff from their partner. I want a relationship we can talk about anything. Like everything,
Have you ever
anything.
been in a relationship like that though?
I would say yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was perfect.
It was perfect?
It was perfect. It was perfect. It was a perfect relationship. Like,
but those are the hardest relationships to be in, though.
Yeah, it was perfect, but like I said, I'm a bad communicator, so my lack of communication fucked it up. But it was perfect. It was like dating the female me, which is amazing. Like I would be a bomb bitch, like amazing, like literally, it was top notch. It was like I didn't have to think about nothing. Always honest. It was like, yo, you see this bitch? Yeah, she was fine. She fired you too? Yeah, lit. All right, cool. Chilling. Yo, you want some wings? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, all right, cool. 20 piece. Yeah, let's do that. Like, regular date nights. Beautiful gown. Homie, play ball. All right, great. Honesty, you're like, yo, you smell like shit. Like, go take a shower, nigga. Like, I be able to talk about shit like, yo, I ain't feeling you right now. Like, what's up? We only had sex like twice today.
Why you fucked it up, Patty?
It was like communication, and it was a long distance relationship at that. So it was like it was a long distance relationship, and I didn't communicate. So me not communicating of things I wanted to do for her turned into neglect.
Say that again.
Me not communicating things I wanted to do for her turned into neglect.
She felt neglected.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's one biggest thing. Once your partner feel neglected, ain't no coming back from that, boy. It's like really, it's hard. Like once they neglected, like once you neglect your partner, you teaching your partner to live without you. And once they learn to live without you, it's hard now to bring it back to wanting you.
Yeah, because they done got used to.
Yeah, so they got used to not
having to worry about you.
Yeah. So like, okay, I'm back again. Nah, nigga. This show on the road, baby. It was good without you. So it's like, now they be like, hey, let's be lovey-dovey again. It's like, fuck, bro. Nah. So it was always like trying to play catch up. And then that's boop, done.
I'm sorry she left you, Patty.
Yeah. that was
Because I feel like those are like the ones where
the perfect ones.
Because I had my 2 long-term relationships I had in my 20s. I did not have the kind of communication in those kind of relationships. Because those kind of relationships, even though they were like more long-term relationships, they still weren't to like that same depth. Because when you have like very honest conversations with people in relationships, like what you're saying, they're the best relationships, but those are the hardest relationships to be in. Because when you start being very honest with people, it gets tough because it can get not messy like
It's
messy,
yeah.
not messy in like terms of like shady and that kind of messy, but like messy
because you're dealing with like the inner part, not the layer that they give to the world, the inner part, shit that they're insecure about, shit that like.
That's what I was gonna say. You're starting because when you start being real honest like that, you start being very vulnerable.
Yeah, so it becomes deep. Like even with that relationship, it's like she had like insecurities of like being girly. But I would be like, I don't mind you not being girly. Like, it's cool you not being girly. But it was an insecurity because, like, her family would say things. And you know when your family say things, it's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, it's been years you saying that, like, cool. And then she would feel slighted, like they would say it in front of me. Like, oh, I bet he would like you in a dress. And I'd be like, oh, shit. I'm like, it's cool, though. And then, like, you being the guy, you're like, oh, yeah, you kind of right. You're like, oh, you taking up for, like, you supposed to be on my side.
Yeah.
So it becomes like.
You're definitely supposed to be on her side.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't feel like that. So certain little triggers like that, I'd be like, okay, we could just have a chill day. Like, you don't have to be girly. Like, I don't want you to be like, okay, we're going to go out this way. Because I know that trigger you. And, like, keeping her away from, like, certain things that trigger her, like stuff like that, and her keeping me away from things that triggered me. So that's what it was like, ugh. But some tough conversation you have to have, like, yo, well, we're going to this, and I might need you to wear a dress. Like, I'm really not saying, like, I'm not saying you're not beautiful the way you are, but
just in
this setting, it's this, and this is what we got to do. Boom, perfect. So understanding that, and like, those were the fun parts. Then I had this one relationship after that. That was a perfect relationship too. Like, I done fucked up a lot. I'm not saying I'm the best. I done fucked up a lot. But the fuck ups create a better person. No, your fuck ups create to make you a better person because you just don't do it again. If you fuck up and you keep doing it again, you're just a piece of shit. That's why with everything that's going on now, I think I'm perfect catch. So it's thumbs up, ladies. So the second relationship was not realizing what you have in the moment. That's how I fucked up. Like, she was the perfect girl, but in my mind, I didn't think it was the perfect time, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
So, and then I needed time to think she was the perfect girl.
So you're saying you didn't know she was the perfect girl in the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Not you didn't know what you had until it was
gone. Exactly. That's what it was. So, and then when I realized, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let's turn this into something. Then she hit me with the most realest shit I ever heard in life. She was like, I respect it. I have a lot of love for you and great, but I can't be with you. I was like, why you can't be with me? I thought we was good, girl. She's like, I can't be with no one who couldn't immediately see my worth. That needed time to see my worth. I was like, shit, you good. I was like, where you got that shit from? Like, that shit was some deep ass shit. Then when she said, I'm like, yo, that's some real shit. Like, if you gonna be with somebody and somebody wanna be with you in love and deep, like, you gotta know, like, from the bat. It like, I know people like, oh, it take time. Like, if the first initial was doubt, that ain't it. Then I'm like, shit, you right. It's like, you right. I was like, Because she like who I was before you had to take time is the same me before. So I didn't change nowhere in the aspect. The problem was you didn't see it. Mm-hmm. And for the guy I want him to always see it from the day I met him to the day it's probably over or to the end of time. And I was like, oh shit. Like she was killing. I was like, damn. Then that just opened my eyes. Like, if I see it in you and I like you and it is what it is, I gotta know from the jump. Like, I gotta be like, yo, this is you, this is everything. So that's why, like, first dates I say I like, because I'm telling you everything. I'm telling you me, because you gotta like me from the jump. If this hook could cold finish and you don't fuck with me, I'm gonna tell you, baby girl, because I'm gonna tell you everything. Boom, you gotta accept, because this who you're gonna get morning, you're gonna get at night. So that's what it taught me. Like the same thing with the girl. Like, I gotta love everything, and having those risky factors are very, very not good. And risky factors meaning that when dating, which is very rare, having options suck. And having options for both parties suck. Mm-hmm. But it's even worse when the guys have options. Mm-hmm. Because 9 times out of 10, he really want to care about you and be like, take you focus. But there's like 7 girls that'll be like, yo, I want to suck your dick in his DM. And they really don't have to take them on a date, no, nothing like that. Mm-hmm. This and that, third. He don't really got to talk to them. He don't really got to do too much. Be like, yo, I just want to, and boom. And he's like, well, main course? Uh-huh. And you're like, well, I don't know, but they could like you, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, so you have to respect the fact he's there. He's wanting to know you. He want to build a rapport with you. He want to do everything like, yo, what's up? I'm going to do this again. You know, meet your friends, da-da-da. Ding, ding, ding. I'm going to suck your dick. Hurry up. Where you at? It's like, fuck, I really want to get to know this girl.
If you're going to date a girl who's in wanting a monogamous relationship, mm-hmm. then you're eventually going to have to, like, give that up.
Yeah,
or y'all don't. But y'all be like, fuck it, I'll still get my dick sucked.
It's not I fuck it, I'll get my dick sucked. It's what we all know and what the world have, I'm not going to say force fed us, mm-hmm. but what we know. Women are more mature than men. Right? Mm-hmm. So the fact that women are more mature than men, that means it takes a man longer time to catch his maturity. So now you're saying the fact of aspect of now, a man that has options and he hasn't reached his fully developed maturity, mm-hmm. versus like by the time women are like damn near 20, you done said no to like 500 dicks. Mm-hmm. So by the time you're a grown woman,
you know another dick's gonna come along.
Yeah. So by the time
why are you running around like another mouth might not be there?
So by the time you get to like 25, after college, want to settle down, just down, you're numb to it. So like it's so cool. You're like whatever. This guy, dick. I can stay focused. I know my goals. I want to be committed. I want to be monogamous. Because you didn't have like by the time John gets to like 30, he like, nah, I'm getting bitches. I got this pension, my shit rocking. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, I could pay for shit. I got a car, I got a crib. Now these hoes is on me. Woo wee. Still young. Uh-huh. So in his mind, like, I want to see what's up. I want to see what's up with you, seriously, but I want to see what's up. I want to see how this grown man life's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. So it weighs on his conscience a little bit.
Well, you say you're honest on first date.
Yeah, I can tell the truth.
Will you tell him everything?
Depends what needs to be. I would say omit.
Question's gonna be.
I omit. If you ask the question, I answer it. If you don't ask the question, I don't say. I omit. If you ask,
so if they ask you be fucking training, what you gonna say?
I'd be like, yeah, I fuck them every day, every single day. I say, yeah, every day.
That's what you gonna tell them?
Yeah, every day. Every day. Like, ooh.
You don't take shit serious.
Not a day go by, I don't sleep with some nuts. Not a day go by. Like, yeah.
Oh my God.
But you got to share all your experiences. Because either they're gonna take you or not take you seriously. That's basically it.
Like the cis women you've told that to, what do you feel like their reaction has been?
Cis women. It all depends on the type of chick that it is. If conservative people say conservative stuff, people who are of the culture, it is what it is. So that's it. If you conservative, you will give the conservative answer. Oh my gosh, crazy, da da da. Tell me more, da da da. And then, people of the culture have way more outlandish.
What do you mean of the culture?
Culture of like what the world is like.
People who are more socially more progressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have way more crazy stories for you than just that. Like they'd be like, "Cool, world." They'd be like, "Well, I done been like 7 trans." Like I'm like, sis.
You talking about the women?
Yeah. They'd be like 7 trans. I had like 3 dudes. Da, 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 da. It was gang banging me, shopping, and I went to work in the morning.
But I feel like from that perspective, it's more socially acceptable though for like cis women to date trans men than it is for men to date trans women or just sleep with, not even necessarily date.
I would say. So you mean cis women to date trans
Men.
Yeah.
It's more, that would be like more socially acceptable than, because most, like in reality, most people see trans people as like the gender they were assigned at birth. And so when they look at a female dating a trans man, they're going to go view it with the same guys they would to lesbians. Like if they're being small-minded, transphobic people, they're going to view it with the same eyes of which they would lesbians. And lesbians get by quicker in the world than 2 gay guys. Which is the way,
you think
like,
so?
small-minded people. Yeah. What do you mean do I think so?
Think so? I don't know.
The amount of times we have seen women kissing on each other in rap music videos over the past 3 or 4 decades. But you can't. But Lil Nas X came along and everybody flipped their shit.
My aspect, like, and I just seen something about this too. Like, the way you're saying it, people see two studs in the same eyesight, and that's lesbians. Also, it doesn't change really anything.
Yeah.
Like, but people would rather see 2 feminine women versus 2 masculine women. So this discrimination is still there.
Yeah.
So it can't be said like one is accepted. It's like, but they all fucked up. So, but I
feel like that's still more like that's more acceptable.
Nothing's
like
really
women
acceptable.
women don't get shit for their sexuality the same way men do. I guess it's the core point I'm trying to make. Like cis don't get shit for like whatever their sexuality is the same way men do.
Because like because the whole Adam and Eve, because it's like she gonna fuck up anyway. Might as well. Your expectation of a woman is like she gonna do some nasty shit anyway. Like fuck it, like she like because that's what triggers men also, because in your mind you not all men but you come in like in your mind like. I don't know. When I was younger, I used to think like, yeah, I bet she's thinking about like 100 dicks. The girl think about like Barbie. Like, how you think she think about 100 dicks? But so in that, as you get older, you're like a girl say, hey, I got a train run on me. Like, I know you would. Like, it's your norm to it. And then when a guy be like, well, you know, like, me and Adam was chilling. He tried to suck my dick, but you know, I stopped him a little bit. Then it's like, you like, what the fuck? You know, but it's like okay, but when you split it down the middle, you're like guys are sexual deviants as much as women.
Men are definitely sexual deviants.
So it's like, but you be like, nah, she is supposed to be a hoe. Men are supposed to be like sexual deviants with guidelines, and then women are supposed to be like, hey, free for all.
Yeah, that's what I just said though.
Yeah,
Women get less shit for their sexual stuff.
But everybody's 50-50 though.
Like
really.
in terms of like who they do it for, or do it with, I guess.
Yeah, but society shows us that repetitively all the time. Because
would you feel like most women though that you talk to on a general basis don't, like if you bring that up to them or it gets brought up,
if I brought
do you
up
feel like that you slept with trans women?
that,
Do you feel like they just let the shit go, or overall, do you feel like you get a negative reaction to it, an indifferent reaction, or positive reaction?
it's all on how you word it and depend on the person.
I know, but I'm saying overall,
It's a 50-50.
from your experience, it's 50-50. Okay.
Yeah, it's 50-50. It's all 50-50.
That's all the answer I wanted.
Yeah, it's 50-50. Because it's like...
What about any guy friends that you have in terms of reaction?
It's
50-50?
50-50. Everybody's 50-50, but this is my thing. Everybody's 50-50, but the 50 they on in the daytime is not the 50 they on at night.
Well, of course not.
So that's basically the 50 that you on in the daytime is not the 50 you on at night. So it's 50-50 across the board. It's because it has to be. It's 50-50 across the board. Because I didn't see and I didn't heard wild shit.
Negative stuff and then go around and fuck somebody.
It's the world we live in. So I didn't see like the most heard the most homophobic people ever, and I done heard mad wild shit about them. I'm like, damn, bro, like shit, like sheesh.
Being loud and homophobic or transphobic doesn't mean shit to me. Cause you're saying, the loudest ones, and most people who are like just LGBT people in general will tell you a lot of times the loudest ones are the
So
first ones to do the craziest shit.
You be like, damn, bro. You be like, I just had one experience. Niggas ran through you. God damn. Like, it just be crazy. Like, when you be like, shit, they like, you just tell your little story. Yeah, you know, I met this one person and da-da-da. Cool, you know, oh, great. And then you like, you know, such and such. Yeah, like, he be hating. Nah. Tim, John, Adam, damn, yeah, had him over. Ran through that. I'm like, golly. I'm like, shit, you sure?
I gotta wrap this up. I gotta go catch a flight.
It's been great.
It has been great.
Amazing.
Go ahead and plug all your stuff for the people.
So once again, it's your boy Pat. You can find me at Pat Stacks on Instagram, Pat Stacks S4G on TikTok. Also, you can check out my app and the website, psstacks at fitbud.com. Get meal plans, workouts, everything. Also, Pat Stacks on YouTube and S4G Agency on YouTube. And I'm here for your pleasure. That's it. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Because pleasure is very needed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Pat stands for, if you didn't know.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Pat stands for pleasure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Pleasure anytime. PET.
Bye.